Hi, everybody. I'm Patrick Proctor. I'm a professor at Boston College, and I'm going to talk to you very briefly about our first principle of Clavis instruction called leveraging multilingualism. So I will be sharing my screen with you. And so very briefly, um, one of the bedrock principles of Clavis instruction is leveraging multilingualism. And I have one slide to show you. What do we mean by this? Well, students bring lots of languages to the table, right? The students who come to school in New York City, San Francisco, Yonkers, any number of school districts around the country bring home languages that are not English to the classroom. What we let them do with those languages is a matter of some discussion. Um, Students also bring dialects and registers of English to the classroom as well. In a Clavis instructional framework, all of these linguistic aptitudes, proficiencies, they are encouraged as part of the discussion context in which Clavis is taking place. We call this in the literature students using their full linguistic repertoires. That is, multilingual kids have at their disposal their languages. The question is, when do they feel most comfortable deploying them, and whether school is one of those places. So we want them to have all their language channels open for participation in the Claves curriculum. And to this end, the word language ceases to be a noun and becomes a verb. So we encourage languaging in Claves. So when kids are languaging, they're using everything they have available to them linguistically to make sense of texts and ideas. Now, when we take languaging and apply it in more multilingual contexts, we think of it as translanguaging. So when students are languaging across different named languages like Spanish, Cantonese, and English in the same conversational space, they are translanguaging, right? But translanguaging isn't just language use, specific languages. It also includes nonverbals like gestures, imagery, students acting things out, moving around, any form of expression that's going to communicate understanding to the students with whom the other students are interacting. So this is the multilingual perspective. We're going to unpack this more with some actual examples from Clavis instruction. But the point of this very brief video is to introduce and briefly define the term. And now we hope to give you some examples specifically of what it looks like in the Claves context.